Hello and good morning, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another reading. I don't know what's going on with me, people, but I am being guided and called to do this twin flame reading, this divine masculine connection reading, everything to do with this journey with the twin flame people. And you know me, I'm not so aggressively, I was not so aggressive about this reading before, but after the Lionsgate portal, I don't know what's going on with me, people. So, whatever the story is, here we are on the table. Now, today I've been called to do a specific reading with the divine masculine in the picture. He is the primary important picture, the story, the main character, and his stuff that is going on with the divine feminine, the karmic partner, and the third party. Exclusively, very, very specific energies we are going to check today with regards to the man in here, with regards to the divine masculine people. Okay, because so far we have been doing the divine masculine reading for sure, which we will continue to do, but today I have been guided to do this very, very specific people in his life, the energies that is going around, the blocks that he has been dealing with, whatever that story is in regards to his own situation. So, whatever the energy will be from his end towards the divine feminine, towards the karmic, and towards the third party situation in here. Okay, so that's why I've chosen just one deck, and the other deck will be for the clarifiers. I've not taken different decks in here, people, because I didn't want to upset the energies. Now, the Akashic record, people, over here is the first energy check we are going to do with regards to the divine masculine. Keep that in mind. Okay. Card number 12 breaks down to 3, the scribe. The scribe is talking about higher learning for him. He is still learning. He's still going through the process of learning, of understanding, of knowing, whether it's a legal stuff that he is working on or whether it's only for himself that he is working on. But whatever that he is working on is bringing his intuition, is bringing his chakras to the place of higher learning, because you see there are so many paper rolls out here that he has thrown, rolled and thrown, which is where he has already gone through that process and he has completed that and he is onto the other process in here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is on the 6th scribe in here, okay, which is talking about higher learning, higher education, higher understanding, higher power in himself, okay, with regards to the Akashic record. That also talks about if he is fighting a legal battle, if he is fighting a court order, whatever that story is, or just by himself in general, he is looking at opportunities, he is doing his homework, he is learning, he is becoming even more awakened, he is becoming more productive in himself. And the energy oracle with this is the thinking man, or breaks down to card number 10, people, where this thinking, that logical thinking, is bringing him the result that is also kind of coming to an end in here, because somewhere he is also getting the clarity of his learning lessons that he has been working on for whatever time period in this story, in the twin flame connection, people. Okay, so for me, what I'm getting, people, is he's already come to a very logical conclusion in here. He now knows, okay, this is what his higher learning has taught him, people, is that he now knows that it's time for him. It's time for him to move into another part of the story, because he has been productively a long time, he has been working on the situation in here, people, with regards to understanding his own mental self issue, his whatever that he now needs to do in order to understand and change his own situation in this twin flame connection in here. The next card out is card number 5, or we got Hilarion. Okay, and I'm going to just look into the book, because this again is a learning lesson of his own intuitive self, of his own logical self. Okay, so this card, guys, is telling him that Hilarion is always available to you. So receiving this card upright is also telling him that his assistance is close at hand. So he has come through some kind of understanding in here, okay, regarding his research, regarding whatever he had been studying. A strong academic approach could be for some people as well, or just a project, that project of the twin flame, that is a project for him. Okay, now it's time, they're telling him, now it's time for him to open the master energy, because he has already gone through that process, if you see in here. Okay, understand the master energy, open that. That could involve any type of evidence, detection, or drawing conclusions from his own discovery in here, people. Okay, now this is also a card that is talking about bringing a logical approach to all his pursuits, whatever that he's trying to do. And he's being blessed with the clarity and direction in here, because he has been doing this work for a long time. And here we have the energy oracle of action card. So he is now ready to move, because like this is a timeless reading, people. Time is fluid, energies are interchangeable, but whatever the time, it's catching up with everybody in different timelines. Okay, this is where the situation is coming to for him, where he is becoming the master of his learning, of his logical pursuit, of his understanding, and he is now ready to move. He's getting ready to move into the next part of his journey, people, from where he will get into another story, or where he's trying to get into for himself into another story in here, people. Okay, so this is where his situation is. Okay, and that is what it is. He's gone through his entire process. Excuse me, hold on with me. He's gone through his entire process, people. He's learning to understand everything. Now he's ready to take action. And then you have the King of Scrolls, and you have woman holding a coin. So this is a new love interest. I mean, you are here, woman holding a coin, the Queen of Pentacles energy, people, and he is here, the King of Scrolls. This is the King of Scrolls, people, who is he's already present in your life. For you, Divine Feminine, he's already present in your life, and he is a person of wisdom, of learning, very, very understanding professionally. Okay, he is also educated in his spiritual practices in here, and he could be offering you some guidance in here, people, to the Divine Feminine. Okay, and if he offers you any guidance, take it over here. Okay, so because this man is very wise, remember, he has learned his lesson, he's ready to move. So he could come to a point of communicating his plans, his actions with you, could be offering you advices with regards to whatever the situation that now needs to be unfolded in here. Okay, and you are probably looking for that as well, Divine Feminine. You're looking for deeper understanding of himself. You're looking for greater clarity of thought from him. Okay, so, but whatever that story is, people, it's a treasure trove of discovery that is waiting for you. So let your mind and heart soar. So they're telling you guys, is for both of you, whenever y'all are coming in contact with one another, with each other, of course the love interest is definitely intact, but both of you will be communicating on a different level altogether in here, with wisdom, with knowledge, with understanding, and both of you guys need to open your heart and mind in order to understand each other as and when this action is going to come into fruition in here. Okay, this is all happening in the Div 5D, in the divine timing as well. Please remember that. Okay. Now, we know this, divine masculine, divine feminine, karmic, and third party. So what I'm getting out of this couple of cards in the Akashic record and the energy oracle, people, is that this man, the divine masculine, has already thought out something for you, divine feminine. Okay, and he's getting ready to communicate that to you. He's getting ready to take action on his own wisdom that he has installed in him. He has come to terms with his own understanding, because see, unless people, unless you guys yourself are clear about what you want to do, you will just beat around the bush, you know. So this is that situation of beating around the bush is getting over, because this man, the divine masculine, is coming to the point of talking with you, of sharing his wisdom, thought, clarity, guidance, and that you also need from him. So two people are coming together to understand what it is that now needs to work in this twin flame connection in here. Beautiful. Okay, let's move into the fortune card with the divine masculine in here, people. With his fortune, what it is, he is working on attracting back what it is that he's thinking, whatever that Akashic record is preparing him for. Okay, the first card out is card number 6, gift, which is kind of bringing back harmony, bringing back stability. It's a gift in this journey that he is trying to attract with marriage cards. So it could be, people, that he is coming to the point of a proposal. He's coming to the point of committing to you. It could be a spiritual, physical, whatever that commitment is, you know, that he wants to bring forward in this journey of this twin flame connection, to co-create a happy situation of two people caught in a divine blessing. Okay. Then you have poverty, which is where he's getting stuck, because somewhere, maybe physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, he is not all there, although he wants to do that. So he's bringing that poverty, breaks down to card number 10. He's trying to overcome that feeling of being poor with whatever that has gone wrong in his life, which is coming to toil and labor. Okay, and he's taking a decision to move with the right objective in mind. From a state of feeling poor, he's getting up and working, reworking on his own situation, on his own mental thought process, on his own financial issues, whatever that has been making him feel poor with regards to this commitment that he now really wants to bring into the picture with you, divine feminine, is what I'm getting here. Now, divine feminine, what is his story with you, people? With you, he knows you exist in his life. There is no doubt about it anymore. He is, see, over here, he is coming to the point of bringing together two people, talking wisdom, talking wisely, talking with clarity, with thought, with purpose in mind. And you are ready to receive that, and you should be ready to receive that when he comes to you with his own stuff, people, divine feminine, is what I'm letting you know. Now, what about the divine masculine with the divine feminine, people? You got sudden wealth, card number 2, and you got card number 9, change. So he wants to bring that change, people. Look at him. With you, he is trying. That's why he's putting up so much of hard work here. Okay, and he's already going through the process of mental transformation with his logic and rational. Don't forget that. Okay, so he's trying to create that decision he's taking as to in what direction he can move towards bringing back health, wealth, vitality, prosperity, everything in your life. That change that he now wants to create only for you, divine feminine. All right, let's look at the karmic in here. Now, this block, I would call this block, pardon me for saying that, but this is a block between the two people in here, for sure. With the karmic, what is his story, people? Again, there is a change. Okay, a child, an innocence, a fresh start. Do something. See, card number 9, he's got card number 9 with you, he's got card number 9 with the karmic in here as well. So this is the change that he wants to bring in your life, divine feminine. He wants to start fresh from this area of his life from the karmic situation in here. With card number 7 or message in the reverse, that's telling me he is not talking about the situation with the karmic in here. He is not letting that person know, whoever that karmic is in his life, a male or a female, we don't know. For different people, it could be different, okay? But whatever that situation is in here, people, um, okay, when I say male or female, it could be a same-sex relationship as well. That's why I said that. Okay, so whatever that story is in here, people, he's not talking about the situation in here with the karmic, because he's learned his lesson, the judgment card or the courthouse in here. He is taking action on himself. He's learned his lesson not to open his mouth and talk about everything that is going on in his life. He is quiet about the situation with the karmic because he doesn't want to take her or him, whatever that story is, into consideration in here, because he is doing his own judgment call in here, people. Okay, he is taking decision, he's waiting for judgment, he's waiting for justice. He's not letting the karmic know about anything that he is now fundamentalizing, institutionalizing, working on with his own self. With the third party, people, he's got card number 4 breaks down to official person. He's taking hold. This is like the emperor energy. He knows what he wants to do with this situation. Okay, he's not paying attention to the third party. He's not paying attention to anybody. He is working for himself as an official person to bring back his own stability in the story with you, divine feminine, in this twin flame connection. So he's working towards a commitment. He's working towards a proposal, a gift, and which is where the changes that he was working on with the karmic and the third party, not letting the karmic get involved in his plans, in his action that he is now working upon with the courthouse. Could be a legal case, could be his own case with money that he's working, how he can move his finances from a difficult situation, whatever that story that he is working on. Because logically, guys, he will talk to you about the story as well sometime, whenever it is the right time for him. Okay, but he is definitely going to work on this, because this is the reason, people, that he's not talking about this. He has learned his lesson not to talk about anything that is going on in his own life as well at this point in time. Okay, the bottom of the deck, people, for all these cards in here, let's look at, okay, sorry, hold on. We got the divine physician, we got the magician and the mirror, and we got the coffin. Look, so the divine physician is talking about bringing back good health in this relationship, nurturing this beautiful, productive relationship, making people happy, making your connection happy, getting back into shape. Excuse me. People who are involved in both your lives, could be the tribe community, whichever the work that he's doing, but he's trying to heal that situation in here, from the magician and the mirror that he was caught in, breaks down to card number 8, where he was caught in the karmic situation or in a third party situation. He's trying to heal this, which he didn't do before. At this point, he is working on the situation with the coffin in here, breaks down to card number 10, which is closing the bad chapter of the story in here, people, to work on the good area of his life in here. And that is where his entire focus is, his entire story is. That is where he's concentrating, he's working on, to find the right path, to find the right guidance, to work on the situation in here. What is his wisdom talking about? Peace, and then you have card number 10 in the reverse, which is talking about unfinished symphonies. So peace with card number 5 talks about bringing back peace and this connection from a place which was an unfinished symphony in reverse, card number 10, that's going away, because he has learned his lesson here, people. Again, card number 5 and card number 10 in the reverse is talking about a huge lesson that has gone through him or through his soul, heart, mind, body, wherever that information has been transferred, he has received that, which is where he is now taking the decision. He is imagining things with this collective twin flame, with you, divine feminine, in this collective twin flame journey that we are all looking into. He's opening his mind to take a decision. His look at the sparks. He's imagining things in all areas of his life to put things in the right way, to end that old situation where the unfinished symphony of the story was going around and round and round. He wants to bring back peace in the story. He wants to bring back that nurturing self in the story. He wants to do everything right by right now. That's what the entire picture is, what is coming up in here, people. Okay, let's jump into the tarot in here and we'll see what's going on with the divine masculine as he is looking into his story with you, divine feminine, having the karmic and third party in his life. Now, if you guys don't have the karmic and third party, it's good for you. Some may have only the karmic, some may have only the third party, some may have both. So whatever that situation is, people, he is definitely looking into it from his own perspective. The Tower and the Six of Cups in the reverse. There. He is putting an end to that halt in here, people, where he was not able to move. Where he was not able to move towards this beautiful relationship. He's putting that to rest with the Tower and the Six of Cups in the reverse, where he had lost out on this beautiful story with you guys, with you people. Okay, he's putting that to an end to come forward and see what it is that he can now do with regards to you, divine feminine. Let's look at you from his perspective in here. What is with the divine feminine that the divine masculine is now showing up with regards to his energy? Whatever that he's thinking, doing, wondering, the change that he wants to bring with that sudden wealth, taking a decision to move towards this change. You get the Hierophant. That's talking about the commitment in here, people. That commitment of change that he wants to now work on this story in here. That is where he is moving, people. Look, he's putting a tower to the Six of Cups. He's ending that story where he was not able to run the show in the right way. Okay, this is from where he's moving into the Hierophant, which is a spiritual commitment, a beautiful relationship, love, marriage, whatever that story is that is going on between the two of you, the divine masculine and the divine feminine in here, guys. Okay, so he's looking for that change with you. Let's look at the karmic from his perspective. Please talk to me about the karmic situation from the divine masculine's perspective in here. Whatever that situation of the karmic, hold on with me, guys, that he is working on with regards to the story with you, divine feminine. Okay, hold on with me, people. Hold on. There's one card of mine that completely flew across and I didn't even see it. Okay, hold on. Ten of Swords. Look, he's putting an end to this pain, people. He's moving away from that karmic cycle. Whatever the karmic situation, karmic partner is in here. Okay, Ten of Swords is end of that story. Whatever that story that had been circulating with his karmic partner. Okay, so this is where the story is with the Ten of Swords. He's putting an end to all the grief, to all the pain, to all the sorrow that he had while he had been with the karmic in his life in here. Okay, he's surrendering this connection with the karmic, if that's also what you want to tell me. He's surrendering this connection with the karmic because he's coming to the point of understanding his commitment with you that he had not been able to manifest because of the story in here, which is where things are ending. Let's look at the third party in here. Please talk to me about the divine masculine's third party connection, whatever that work that he is working on, doing over here. He's got the King of Pentacles, people. He's bringing back his energy level. See, the official person and the King of Pentacles is coming back into the right frame of mind. He's grounding himself to know what he has to now do with regards to the action, with regards to the logic, the situation, his money, his wealth, his financial happiness, his material prosperity, being generous, to becoming the official person, taking care of his wealth, health, and vitality in here as he moves into the next chapter of his life in here. You got woman holding a coin, you got King of Pentacles. There is a right connection in here, where he is bringing back his strength, his support, his confidence to deal with the situation in here. He's working on that story in here, people, in the right way. Okay, let's look at the Tower and the Six of Cups in the reverse. Please talk to me about the Tower and the Six of Cups in the reverse. For the divine masculine, he's got the Ace of Cups, people. This is what he's working towards. Okay, he wants to bring back that happiness. He wants to open his heart. He wants to give you the love. He wants to bring back that love in this connection. This is where he's putting an end to that old subject, to that old story. He is, where he has been feeling poor because he had not been able to make things work in the right way in here. Don't forget that. So this is where the story was, that he was not able to open his heart, even, people, when he had the Six of Cups energy with him, which is the past life relationship, which is that strong bond, the connection, that beautiful stuff that has been happening in this twin flame connection, which is where that end is coming. He's putting a tower moment to all that chapter in his life. He's ending the unfinished symphony because of the lesson he has learned, that he will never buy peace if he goes around this vicious circle. He has to bring peace back into himself, into the connection, for him to move forward in the right way, people. Okay, that's where his heart is opening. He's getting to understand the story. He's working on the situation in the right way. Let's look at the Hierophant from his perspective with the divine feminine. Please talk to me about the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a very wise person, people. A person who has learned their lesson as well. Don't forget about it, okay? He has gone through that entire spiritual route to come to a point of his own understanding, his own clarity, his own situation. So with the Hierophant, you have the Ten of Wands, you have Temperance, and you have the King of Cups. Look, he's got the Ace of Cups, he's got the King of Cups, people. Ten of Wands is closing the old chapter, bringing about the change. The Temperance card, Angel of Balance, Angel of Twin Flame. That is what he wants with the divine feminine. What more clear message do we can get in here, people? Okay, he wants to project his love. He wants to bring back that love with the person he really loves. Okay, and the King of Cups, Ace of Cups, he is ready to offer this connection, his entire stuff. He wants to bring that connection into the right place with this Angel of Balance and the Ten of Wands, bringing back, closing the last chapter of that stress, of that hurt, of that pain, of that guilt, of that sorrow, of everything that he had been mistakenly doing, or even otherwise he had been doing knowingly, because he was scared to move in with you in the right way, divine feminine. Please understand that, okay? Let's look at the Ten of Swords with the Karmic from his perspective. What is the Ten of Swords with the Karmic talking about from the divine masculine's perspective in here? But whatever the Ten of Swords he is doing, guys, he is definitely Six of Wands. Yeah, he is walking towards his own victory, people. He's moving away from that pain, the guilt, that sorrow, whatever the Karmic had been institutionalizing in him, okay, had been feeding him with. He has learned that he has to work for his own victory, for his own triumph. So he's leaving that situation behind to move forward with regards to his own groundwork, with regards to his own stability, with regards to his own self-worth, his own free will, whatever that story is that he now wants to bring forward with you, Divine Feminine. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. So he's working towards his own stability, people, where he wants to feel victorious. He wants to be held in high esteem from people, from you, from his own tribe now. What about the King of Pentacles, please? And that is where the justice is. He's starting fresh from this karmic situation in here, guys, to understand that he has to now work for his own good. Okay, and that is the story with the King of Pentacles, people, where he wants to bring back his connection with you. Now look here, he wants to bring back his connection with you because he knows you are in the Queen of Pentacles energy and he wants to match your story. I think I said this before in one of my reading, that he wants to come to you, but he wants to come to you in the right way, not as a broken, weak person that he had been showing to you for a long time. So he's getting ready to come to you, meet you on an equal level in here, where both of you guys will be talking sense in the right way. Your connection, your mental wavelength, your physical aptitude, everything in the physical world and the 5D should match, and that is where he's coming to. With the King of Pentacles, you got the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles. Look what he is holding, people. With you, you are the Queen of Wands. That is where he is. He knows his destiny is with you, people. This is where he is coming back to bringing back his Ten of Pentacles. Then Four of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Earth energy, which is talking about your physical part of the story in the 3D, where he wants to look at things now from a long-term perspective, guys, because he is bringing himself to the point of building back that legacy of love. That is what he's holding in himself as the King of Pentacles, bringing back that energy into the story with you from all that third party and all that situation, because now he's moving, look at the story, he's moving towards his own victory with the Ace of Cups, the Temperance, King of Cups, Six of Wands, the Ten of Wands here. He's putting the things down, he's moving forward because he's looking at this entire picture very, very objectively as he is walking into your life, people. Okay, he is looking at this long-term prospect in here because he wants that Ten of Pentacles energy. You could be talking about money, you could be talking about health, wealth, vitality, but to me it looks like he is so much in love with you, people, with the Divine Feminine here as the Queen of Wands, that he now is contemplating on taking this relationship to this long-term prospect. This is the project he had been working here, people. This is the project he has been working to ground himself in the right way so that he can move towards you in the right way as well, people. Let's look at the Ace of Cups because he knows he is your destiny, people. He is your destiny. Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is all that he's been thinking about, people. He's quite exhausted because he's fighting with the situation in him as well. Okay, so he's quite exhausted. He's quite tired. But he's very resilient because he's working so much that sometimes he's definitely tired as well as he is moving towards your situation. Let's look at the Nine of Wands in here. That fight that he has been having within himself, people, is definitely making him kind of tired, which is understandable, right? Because when you overthink, or let's look at the Nine of Wands, when you overthink on situations, when you are overworking your mind, your heart, your soul, your body naturally tends to break down at a certain point in time, because this is where the Nine of Wands energy with the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, look, that's because he's trying to move forward. He's fighting his story in the right way, people. That's where he can feel a little bit exhausted as he's moving towards the goal, the King of Swords. Yeah, this King of Swords, the King of Swords, look, very logical, very rational approach towards this Three of Swords because he knows he has hurt you, people. Okay, he knows Divine Feminine that he has hurt you, and this is from where he's trying to clear his path in order to understand how he can cure this Five of Wands. This is what he's fighting with, people. He's fighting with the guilt of having made you cry, of having made you suffer. He's so much in love with you that he doesn't want to see you cry. He doesn't want you to see you get hurt in here under any condition. And that is where the story is with the Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands, people, because he's working Four of Swords. He's working overtime to see how he can bring things back with you in the right way. Because, see, again, he knows, he understands everything that he has hurt you. So he's trying to release that in order to nourish back the situation for himself as well. Because he's suffering from an area of guilt, he's suffering from an area of fatigue, he's suffering from an area of feeling bad. Whatever that story is, which is trying to put an end to move. But again, he's getting caught as he's moving, because somewhere this Three of Swords energy and the Five of Wands is pulling him back and forth, which is where, the Four of Swords is coming in, people, which is talking about him clearing the situation mentally more so than anything else first. Let's look at the Ten of Wands. So that's what he wants to finish off. Ten of Wands, Temperance, and the King of Cups. He is trying to, this is also what I'm getting, people. Seven of Cups, okay. So he's looking at his choices and options he has, people. He's giving birth to the right story in here, okay. To manifest his dreams and everything, okay. So what I'm getting also, people, is, it's more of his personal grief and sorrow that he now knows, and he is confessing that within himself, and that is why he is getting stuck within himself, feeling very poor as he is working towards this energy for himself, people, because he knows he has done a lot of things wrong. This is where the correction needs to happen, as I've been talking about it. So this is where he is picking up on the right choice, is giving birth to his emotion in the right way, people. To understand the story with regards to you and your connection with him in here as well. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Cups. He's trying to come to a point of taking the right call in here, which is going to happen as per the action and the Akashic record. But please talk to me about the Seven of Cups. But this is the story that he's trying to understand, where he's kind of also getting caught in that emotional confusion when it comes to making the right choice, which he has to now give birth to. Okay, which is the right direction? What is the right story that needs to be told to you for the change that needs to happen in here with the Seven of Cups, people? Okay. So this is where the story with the Seven of Cups, you got the Knight of Pentacles. He's moving very slowly towards his options, decisions, choices, because he's also clearing himself. Don't forget. Seven of Wands, where there is a lot of competition. There is a lot of struggle in here, where he has to find the right direction towards the Ace of Wands, when he wants to build back everything in the right direction with you, with this situation giving birth to the story. So there are obstacles with the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands, people, which he is fighting. He's fighting for that right direction towards the Ace of Wands, which is where he is trying to get the enlightenment. That's why he's moving very slowly, getting that enlightenment from the universe that is going to guide him in the right direction, or he's taking the guidance from the divine to work himself into the right direction with you, Divine Feminine, to give birth to this entire story. Let's look at the Six of Wands here with the karmic situation. He wants to be victorious over that pathetic situation, if I may say so, where he's putting an end with the Ten of Swords, people. He's coming out of that grief, of that sorrow. He's surrendering that grief and that sorrow with regards to many cards. Hold on, people. He's surrendering that grief and that sorrow to walk away from that, to be victorious by himself, bringing back his self-worth. Oh, okay, yeah, this is also what I'm getting, people. He's looking at his own free will and self-worth, where people are going to be proud of him, especially you, Divine Feminine, not getting caught up in that karmic cycle that he had been sitting in for whatever amount of time. So he's working out of that situation. High Priestess, look at him. Very intuitively, people moving towards a chariot in here to take the right action, to take the right course, to take the right direction. Eight of Cups, on his own journey, people. On his own journey, Six of Pentacles, yeah, to provide the reciprocity in this connection, to bring back that balance from this karmic situation with you, Divine Feminine, where there will be an equal reciprocity of give and take. And that is what he's trying to move towards in order to understand intuitively as well, where he's clearing up his own intuition to move in the right direction towards this reciprocity, because he knows there has been a lot of mumbo jumbo here. Okay, there has been a lot of mumbo jumbo, goof up, whatever that situation that has happened, which he now needs to balance from that karmic situation, and he is working towards that, to build back that reciprocity. He is on his journey to bring back that love, that health, the vitality, everything that he had been not able to give you before, Divine Feminine. Let's look at the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Please talk to me about the Queen of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so he is exiting from that energy, people, where he had been all over the place at one point in time. Okay, he is coming in very slowly, getting back his grounding. Look, okay, he's not going to rush in and rush out as he had been probably doing before in this connection. So he's taking his time to bring back his stability, to bring back his self-worth, his free will, working on his money situation, but he is not going to rush in and rush out because he knows what happened in here. Let's look at the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So he is kind of grounding himself towards his own story, because he now wants to make things happen in the tangible world, the Ace of Pentacles. Look, so he is taking his time, people. It's a part of the story is about money. Bottom of the deck is the Empress, the Fool card, and then you have the Queen of Cups. Look, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, he's starting a fresh cycle in here from the Page of Pentacles, people. Four of Cups, from the missed opportunity, he's coming back to give birth to you, give birth to this connection, to give birth to this story, to start something very fresh with you in this connection of love, in this connection of harmony, in this connection of the twin flame, people. And his ultimate target, people, is the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. That is starting something very, very tangible and new beginning into the story from this third party and all this karmic and all this mumbo jumbo. He is getting back his self-worth, his understanding, to build back his own strength, what he now needs to do, and I'm especially happy to see the Knight of Wands in the reverse here, because that is where his energy was, where he would come and go, and then again come and again disappear. That is where the thing is changing, where more fundamental stability from the universe is coming in here with you and into the twin flame connection from all the other situations that had been happening in here before, guys. Okay, so look at the story in here from his perspective is what I wanted to read out today. Because this is, like I said, it's a very specific understanding of his situation in here. So we have to know how he is coming back into the story to make you happy, to make himself happy, to put things at rest with whatever that he had been doing previously, which has, of course, not been a happy situation, where now he wants to finish the unfinished symphony in this love story in here and bring back the peace, because he has learned, okay, this is also what I'm getting, guys. He has learned that without this connection, his symphony will never finish. Without the peace, his symphony will never finish. He will not be happy. Okay, he now wants to be happy. He now wants to bring in that peace. He wants to bring in that fruition. He wants to bring in that story. Excuse me, in the right way, guys. Okay, so that is the reason he will definitely approach you. He will definitely approach you because the Akashic record is saying that he's coming prepared now. He doesn't, like what I said in here, people remember, he doesn't want to come half-hearted, half-baked. Okay, he has already done that before and he knows that it has not yielded him any result. Okay, so now he's coming to the point of getting back himself first in the right direction to move into the journey with you, Divine Feminine. So this is the stage, like I told you before, it's a stage of preparation that is happening at this point in time. Okay, from the Mystic Moon deck, people, let's look at the Divine Masculine in here. Okay, what do you have to say, my spirit, from this deck with regards to the Divine Masculine's energy in here? But everything is happening in the divine timing, people. Okay, there is a lot of divine timing at work in here, in this connection that I'm getting a hold of. Fear. Okay, the first card out is fear that he had been suffering from. What about the fear here? Let's look at the fear card. Okay, there was a lot of fear in him. See, fear, summer, which is all about anger in here, where he had been sitting, okay, with a lot of fear, anger. Because see, when he had that fear in him, but he was not happy about it. He was very dry from inside, he was feeling very negative from inside. He was feeling very suffocated from inside with that fear situation that he had. What about the summer and the fear card in here? So this is where the Divine Masculine had been sitting with regards to the situation mask. Wow. See, this is where the fear situation was creating the mask in him. Okay. It was creating a big time facade in him because he was so fearful. He was not able to come out in the real world and show the real world who he truly is. He had been hiding behind this anger, this fear. He had been wearing the false mask. He had been doing everything wrong that normally, he shouldn't have done here. Okay, that he shouldn't have done here. He was wearing all the stories, all the mask stories that he had been wearing was because of the fear that he was in himself. He was fearful of to show his true colors, people. So he was showing different colors and false colors to you. What about the mask in here? So this is where he has learned a lot of lesson, people. Lot of learning lesson has come to him from this fear, the summer, the mask, impatience. Look, he's learning everything in the divine timing, guys. What he has done. Okay, in patience, this patience is about divine timing. He's getting a hold of himself in here. Okay, he's learning what his story has been in this connection, even with himself. Even with himself, in patience, in divine timing, he's learning about his own problems, his own situation that has been with him for God knows how long. Surrender. So in patience and divine timing, people, he's moving out. He's being guided out of the situation here. Look. He's being guided out of this situation, people. Wow. Yeah. Let's look at the Divine Masculine towards you, Divine Feminine. What is he talking about with you? Muse. He's painting a new canvas with you, people. Look. He's painting a new situation with you in the material world to bring in that change. Don't forget. Because this change is in the material world. He wants to build back something with you. That is where his vibrations are, look, he's working on his own story with you guys. Okay, he's working on his own story towards you, Divine Feminine, because he's now painting a complete picture with you with regards to his own understanding, self will, and purging all the old stuff to bring back his self will with you in this situation, Divine Feminine. That's what he's working, because he's putting his vibrations up, guys. He's building his own story with you, people, and purging out the old situation where he had been stuck in that situation of this fear, summer mask. You know, he's pushing that out, he's purging, he's surrendering that to bring back his free will, to raise his vibrations and paint a totally different picture in front of you when he appears to show you, Divine Feminine, who he truly is also what I'm getting, people. Let's look at the karmic partner from his perspective. What about the karmic partner from the divine masculine's perspective that he is now working on or thinking or doing? Whatever that story is with his karmic partner in here. So this story with you, Divine Feminine, is something that he is, the answer is yes. Okay. What is the answer is yes. He's learning to forgive this story for himself, people. And that's a feeling. He's purging, look. He's purging his free will. The answer is no. Okay. All right, let's look for more clarification. The answer is yes and the answer is no. What is that story, my spirit, in here? Okay, so there is something that he has understood. There is something that he knows doesn't have to be repeated. Simple, okay? One is something that he is doing, which is the answer is yes. That's what my spirit is letting him know, that he should do that. Forgive himself, move towards his own wisdom, move towards his own story. And the answer is no, is where he should not be pushing himself back into that energy in here anymore, people. The Tower card, destruction. So there is something that he needs to build, something that he needs to let go of. Putting a tower in a situation with an offer. Okay, so he's letting go of something to bring a new offer towards some connection that he wants to build with you in the material world, people, from that karmic situation in here. Okay, from the fall. Yeah, whatever that story was, people, that had created a lot of doom in his life. Okay, from wherever he was scared, he was not able to push himself. So from that karmic situation, he's putting a tower moment to bring back the offer in the material world from a place of darkness. Okay, from a place of darkness. So there is something that he needs to end, something that he doesn't have to go back to, and move forward to whatever that story is that he is now working on for himself. Let's look if we have any other card for the tower. The tower, the material world, the tower, the offer, the material world, and the fall. Yeah. There is a new situation that he now knows has to come in his life. Okay, with you, Divine Feminine, and even for himself. Shadow work and stuck. He knows what is going on in here with the karmic situation that he's learning to forgive now. He knows what is going on. He has done his shadow work in here, so he knows that whatever that he now needs to move on, too many cards, people, where he now needs to move on and do what he has to do in order to relieve himself from situations. Signs, mirroring, and admire. He's learning to admire the signs that he's getting for himself into moving forward, and look at the mirroring he's doing for the signs to break away from that stuck situation that he's working on, people, to conclude that story and to free himself in the right possible direction from that karmic situation in here, people. Okay. Because now he definitely wants back that offer in the material world from the place of doom where he had got stuck, and he knows that he has to move himself in the right direction. And that's why he's getting the signs, he's getting the downloads, he's getting the omens in the real world as well as in the divine timing. And that is where he knows that now it's time for him to break open the barrier of whatever had been holding him in that situation, to release himself, to purge everything, to bring back that free will from all the areas of being stuck in that negative situation that he had been holding on for God knows how long, people. Let's look at the third party situation here now. What is he doing with the third party situation for the divine masculine? What is he working on with the third party situation here? Unawakened, okay. So he was unawakened before this. Let's look at the unawakened card, which is now trying to balance. Because see, again, you have to remember, people, he was scared. Okay, he was scared. Divine timing, healing, yeah, look, and understanding what happened to him here. Look, what happened to him, he knows the story, why people have controlled his fate, and why he couldn't do the right thing, because divine timing is healing his understanding here with regards to the third party. Okay, what he now has to do, because something has been terribly wrong as far as the karmic and third party situation was concerned in his life. So now he's getting an entire clarity, surrendering everything to move with you, divine feminine. Okay, from a situation of karmic situation where there's doom has been holding his story in the material world, people, where he now wants to make an offer, put everything behind him with the shadow and stuck. He's done his shadow work on the stuck situation, which is where he is working on his own logical strength, mirroring the signs, the omens, to free himself from this situation. With the third party, he was unawakened, people. He didn't know about this. I mean, he knew about it, but he could not figure out the exact story when people were too much into his life. Okay, where other people were possibly influencing his thoughts or his negative actions towards their own story. Okay, so today he's coming to a point of healing that understanding of what that, because you know what it is also that I'm getting, people, is he's trying to relieve himself of all the guilt work that he had been doing. So he's trying to bring back that healing into himself so that he can heal the other situation in here with you, people. Because when you can heal and understand what was wrong in you, that's when you can heal the other situation. And that is exactly what this is all happening in here, where he is trying to heal himself from this difficult situation in order to purge and release and build a new life with you on his own terms, with his free will, from this negative situation that he is going to be surrendering in here with regards to whatever that third party and karmic had been making him do, or he had been doing it because he was scared of whatever that situation in his life was with regards to these two obstructions that he had for himself. Let's look for any more messages. My guide, my angel, my spirit, do you have anything more to tell us in here? Yeah, he's releasing that, see? He's releasing that because he's understanding the story, people. And it's all happening in the fifth dimension. It's not here. Okay, he's being guided to blossom back with big dreams in here from this inner child issue, soulmate. Yeah, this is, see, today he knows, people, that today he understands that he has not been able to work towards his twin flame connection. Yes, these are obstructions he had, but these obstructions were nurtured by him because he was not able to move from his fear, from his anger, from the mask. Okay, and that was the inner child. Talk about the inner child, talk about anything else. But there was this fear of where he could not blossom, where he could not think about himself, where he could not work for himself, where he knew that other people in the situation were controlling his life, from where he's now thinking of starting fresh. He's not disclosing that story to anyone, because he's starting fresh with you, Divine Feminine, and that is where he's bringing back his growth and his stability into himself to work along with you, meet you on the same level of wisdom, meet you on the same level of understanding, meet you on the same level of stability as well. With the King of Scrolls and the woman holding a card, it's coming together of two individuals being on the same plane with their understanding, with their story, with their maturity, and with their wisdom, people. Okay, so this is where the entire stuff is rolling. And we are going to keep checking on these energies from time and again to see where we are moving, what is happening, and how things are shifting in the 5D for this beautiful connection of the twin flame journey. Can't wait to see you till next time, guys. Until then, take care, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.